It is tempting as you learn about spirituality to try and use it to get things you want, like abundance and wealth, or to make yourself better, than you used to be or better than others, or to do anything that isn't forgiveness. Forgiveness is the practice that brings peace and removes the barriers that keep you from recognizing love, from experiencing it. But it doesn't really do anything. It is merely opening your eyes to what was already true. You forgive yourself for judging. You forgive yourself for trying to find happiness in the world. You forgive the people who apparently wronged you. You forgive yourself for thinking that they are separate from you. Forgiveness is the ultimate humility because it says, I am no longer pretending that I am qualified to make judgments. It is the opposite of arrogance, which says that you know what things are. You aren't qualified to make judgments about things because all of your judgments are based on your experience of the past, and the past doesn't really exist. All of your learning is based on the past, and it's often not even based on your past, but rather what other people told you, which is based on their past. Presently, you are innocent, but confused about it. It is only by letting go of judgment in this moment that you can feel forgiveness's true power. Its true power is that it does not rely on any specific circumstances, and it doesn't matter what the outcome appears to be. It proves that the world you appear to live in does not have the power to affect how you feel. Look at your pain. Look at the guilt. Look at the tension within you. It does not need to be destroyed. You do not fight for inner peace. You forgive. The workbook lesson, I am as God created me, is the only one that's repeated 3 times, excluding the final 5, of course. But it's repeated 3 times, and it's also the prayer in the end of the text, the last section, choose once again. And the reason it's so emphasized is because it summarizes everything. If you are still as God created you, it means this world isn't real. It means it's impossible to suffer if you accept that as true, because it means you're still innocent. Forgiveness doesn't do anything except for remove guilt. It removes your belief in guilt, which is really the cause of all of our suffering. So what it really is just a small little choice you make to not judge and not come to conclusions based on your past. The workbook says that the miracle, which is identical to forgiveness basically, is taken first on faith. So you just have to try. You don't have to fully understand everything. But whatever you do, if you're practicing A Course in Miracles, remember that it could have just as easily been called A Course in Forgiveness, because that's what the miracle is. It's all about forgiveness. That is the way to undo your suffering. That's the way to take the elevator to heaven. Because you're already there. It's like you can imagine your guilt as clouds in the sky. How do you get rid of the clouds? You can't fight a cloud. You can't attack it. And the clouds never really do anything except block the sun. They never hurt the sun. They never touched the sun. All they did was keep the sun out of our awareness. But when you look at these clouds of guilt, they dissipate, as the Course says, as mists before the sun. They're really nothing. They're not solid things like we think they are. We see them as solid walls, but they're really nothing. And they never really touched us or changed our forgiveness. So remember, I am as God created me means I'm still innocent, and there's nothing that can change that.